in this backpack right here. And so this is the book that students will be using to do most of their projects on. The main activity in this book is that Molly creates a doll that represents an immigrant from Russia, just like her mother was. So this is based on their own heritage. And then I created a lot of different activities that represent that. So this is my focus book. And then the second book that I chose is a nonfiction book, and it's called On the Mayflower, Voyage of the Ship's Apprentice and Passenger Girl. This book is really exciting because it has real life photographs, as you can kind of see here. And it kind of goes through different aspects of what it would be like if you were on the Mayflower in like the early 1600s. So this gives a lot of valuable information. It kind of shows different parts of the ship. It explains different jobs, different activities, why people are on the Mayflower, all of that important information here, how they dressed, different people that you may have come across. So this book has a lot of valuable information on what it is like to be on the Mayflower. So these two books right here are what I based my entire project on. Now, I have lots of different pieces of my literacy kit here. So the first thing that I have is an introductory letter for the students and the families to read. So basically, it kind of just says that this is a literacy bag for you to read with your child. I give some tips right here on different things that the adult can do with their child. So for example, it says encourage your child and, project, get the back so that way I can make sure that another student uses it. So the letter. After that, I have a lot of interactive activities. So the main activity is for the students to create their own Molly's Pilgrim doll. So what that means is that they should have a conversation with an adult in their family and find out what their own heritage is and then create a doll based on that. To help them with that, I have a lot of materials in here. So for example, I have an entire bag of doll pins. So this is going to be the base of their doll, and then they're going to decorate it on however they feel is necessary. So I give them a lot of, I have lots of different fabrics, lots of different colors here, as you can see. So they can use this, they don't necessarily have to, but this kind of gives them something that come from, and they can come up with different 5 different items that they think that they could bring with them if they were someone that was traveling on the Mayflower in 1620. I also have different online activities to participate in. So for example, they can watch a Brain Pop video on the first Thanksgiving, which gives them a lot of information. There's a game and interactive activities after that, so they get even more content there. They also can participate in a virtual field trip to see what it's like to be at Plymouth Plantation during that time. So all of those are located here. I have the instructions on how to create Molly's example, Molly's Pilgrim. These are pictures of different examples other people have. So I have QR codes, so they can do this one. That will take them directly to read them that goes right to virtual field trip. That's just kind of a quicker way to get to that. So that's available to them as well. I also have included a bunch of resources that talk about the first Thanksgiving as well. So some of the books that I have is If You Sailed the Mayflower in 1620 by Anne McGovern, which is a fantastic book. It covers all sorts of questions that can be answered. So they learn a lot there. Our Thanksgiving book, Thanksgiving Stories and Poems, the first thing. There's lots of different resources here. So if the students are in the topic, I give them kind of the time of all the different and then the last thing that I have for them is a student response. So that kind of, I hope that they enjoyed reading Molly's Pilgrim, the different activities that I had to offer. I ask them to get response questions, and then I also give them the opportunity, if they would like to write a review on Scholastic, brief summary so that way that I have them do are what is your favorite part, what is your least favorite part. Molly's mother created a represented her, which was what did your doll represent? What country did it come from? Explain to me what your doll was like. What did you find out about that country? To use this as kind of a basis on how the students say on the reflection so that I know what they really enjoy doing, what they don't enjoy doing, different things that I'm able to change. And eventually I would kind of like to have a parent input or an adult input as well on what they really like to do with their child. They didn't really like what was beneficial to them, how I can change it. So this is kind of the base part of that. So all of this is kind of included in my literacy kit. And I hope that parents and the students really enjoy doing that. And all of this is kind of available to them. And again, that's in my bag here. So I hope you enjoyed my literacy kit. It has been a lot of fun to create, and I highly recommend having literacy kits within a classroom because I think it gives students a incredible opportunity to in the regular school setting. So again, thank you. My name is Krista Cuccia, and this is my literacy kit.